Yeah, Arcade Lobbies is here. I know it sounds surprising. It's here and it's not here. So if you're on Steam, you can play it right now through the open beta. Open beta, closed beta, the code's available. And I want to share some things. There is actually a lot to go over because the patch just hit for Steam. I've been playing the online Arcade Lobbies all night. I went 8 hours playing on the Arcade Lobbies. If you're an online player, it's probably not that big of a deal, but if online is important to you and you want to see this game do well in the long run, then this is really nice. As you can see here, I'm going through the different rooms that are available right now on the Arcade Online Lobbies. For me, it's a world's difference versus Quick Match. I would much rather do this over Quick Match. It plays just like the standard King of the Hill. If you played King of the Hill on any of the modern Mortal Kombat games, it's the same thing. In fact, it's a little bit better because if it's someone else's turn, if they decide to go AFK, you only get 10 seconds to say yes to the next fight, or it's going to put you back in the queue. Again, there is a lot to unpack here. It makes sense why things were so quiet. I just made a video yesterday, or the day before yesterday now, called Dry Spell. It still holds true. I do really want crossplay, and I do think it's very important for the future of Legacy Collection. When you go to create a room online, there's different descriptions you can choose through, so I want to go over those with you because there's a lot. We have all combatants welcome, novice warriors only, intermediate warriors only for competitive players, which would be like your Fightcade sweats. Then we have casual combat only, let's make friends, arcade, wait a minute, that needs to be spelled with a K. Anyway, let's make friends, arcade games only, console games only, all games welcome, original MK only, MK2 only, MK3 only, UMK3 only, MK4 only. This is the one I'll be using. In fact, this is the one I used all night. I did the longest live stream I've done yet. I've truly been enjoying this feature. This really does help Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection a lot. It was a really good time and a lot of you turned up in chat. There's basic training, let's practice, friendships only, no blocking allowed, tournament, which is interesting, who's the best, mind your manners, fighting for fun, and your mom's basement, aka Fightcade number 2. Those are going to be where your ultra sweats would be at, right? It's honestly just funny to see in words. And for those that don't know, if you're curious how many players you can get in there, you can get 16. You can get 16 players in one lobby. Just to give you a quick comparison, if you play MK1 King of the Hill, you can get 7 other players to join you, which is a total of 8, so this is literally double the amount. Now, after getting a solid 8 hours of playing this, I feel like I have some information that I can share that may be beneficial to those of you interested in this feature. So just giving you the rundown real quick, we'll go to Online Arcade, then we're going to go to Join Room. Again, as you can see here, these are the rooms available, which is only available at this moment for Steam players. One of my favorite things about creating a room is being able to invite people that you want to play with, and you can set it to private so it's just you and your buddies. Down here at the corner of the screen, you can see where you can invite friends using triangle if you're using a PlayStation controller. And I want to talk about this spot for a second because it may be confusing for some folks because it did take me a second. You're going to hit create game. You can choose the same games that you would through Quick Match, right? Say we'll do Mortal Kombat Trilogy. Here we go. Now we're in a room within our private lobby. Pay attention to my name, I'm spectating, I can go ahead and queue myself up, and then I can jump up there to let folks know I'm ready, and then the next player can join in, we can play our matches, anyone else can join, right? When you come back out to the screen, this is the only area where you can invite your friends in, so you do have to back out to pull people in. But you'll still see the room that you were just in with players actively in it. The cool thing is, if you and a buddy want to stay in the same lobby with your other buddies but play a different game, you go to create a game again, and you can choose a different game and also play online at the same time while your other buddies are still in the other room. So essentially, you can have more rooms within the same lobby with your friends. And another really nice feature is sliding your screen over and you can see your signal strength, and not only just yours, but you can see other players' signal strength now. Again, it's regular King of the Hill. If you're spectating, you're watching the fights, you're not moving up the list until you put yourself in queue. And this way you can see real-time footage of it. This is from the live stream last night, which is technically still today, of me playing against someone else with other people in line that were watching during the fight as well. As far as performance, if you're playing with folks that have a decent connection with you, it's going to run just fine, very similar to Quick Match. If there are players that you play against where you lag with them, you're absolutely going to lag with them in lobbies too. Lobbies doesn't change that. Another really nice feature, which this means this will be available for all consoles, is the names on the accounts. You can see the other player and your own player's names underneath the character roster, and then when you go into a match together, they show above as well. I wasn't sure where the names were going to be placed at. I had heard PlayStation already had names visible. I haven't seen that for myself just because I've really mostly been playing on Steam, but yeah, it looks good. You can't see everyone's win-loss ratio whenever you're playing matches, but you can see the person that is on the win streak, that is holding the throne. At least you can see how many wins the winner has until they do get dethroned. And this is what a game looks like within a lobby, so you can see multiple games again within a lobby and choose which one you want to join. Honestly, if you want to see this all in full, just check out my live stream. I got 8 hours of footage. Now this is awesome, but I don't want to spoil it for you guys, so I'm just making you aware of it. This is how you get to it. Go to the Crypt. You'll see lore right under documentary. We have the Ancient Past, the Earthrealm Tournament, Outworld Tournament, Invasion of Earthrealm, and Shinnok's Revenge. Again, this is covering Mortal Kombat 4 more in depth, which I just have to say, man, is freaking awesome. I love seeing more content. Let's take a scoop into the gravy real quick. That is the patch notes. Again, this is for Steam first, and then it's going to make its way to everything else. Patch 1.03 is confirmed for Switch 1 and 2. And let's take a look at the further patch notes because, man, it's nice to see this game continuing to build. Let's take a look at some of these notes. We have added online arcade mode. Players can now create public or private rooms, invite friends into their room and select games, and select which games are available in their room. Quick note, you can't kick any players out yet, so you will want to make a private room if there's anybody you don't want joining in there. You can't kick anyone out. Added lore section to the Krypt, the Chronicle of the Realms, which I just shared with you guys, that covers more into Mortal Kombat 4. Emulation latency improved for MK, MK2, MK3, UMK3, UMK3 WaveNet. Screen scaling adjustments for MK3, UMK3, and UMK3 WaveNet. Versus mode for arcade mode and MK Trilogy can be fought against AI opponents with configurable AI difficulty. Training modes can now configure the difficulty of the AI when AI is selected. Added training mode to Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 WaveNet, which is nice because it does play differently than UMK3. Recordings and training modes now adjust when characters switches sides. I haven't really used recordings from training mode, so if this makes sense to you, please do let me know down below. Volume should be at a more consistent level across all games. Moves list across several games have been revised to be more accurate. MK Trilogy load times have been further reduced. There's a big one there we'll get into later. Music will now loop properly in MK Trilogy when the round timer is unlimited, which is actually a quality of life update because that already happened on the PS1 version. Implemented adjustable CPU difficulty settings for arcade games and MK Trilogy. This is a big one because people have been asking for the CPU settings to have some kind of fix, so that's a big one. Improvements to random character select option in all arcade games. I haven't tested that one yet. Addressed some issues in MK Special Forces. High scores and audit information are now persisted for all arcade games. Noob Saibot Secret Fight can now be accessed with only one controller in arcade, Genesis, and 32X MK2. Ermac Fatality 2 can now be performed in SNES UMK3. Added portraits to the moves list for Deadly Alliance and Tournament Edition. That's pretty cool. Thology Sub-Zero and Special Forces will now reflect the controller icons set in the options menu. A handful of small typographical or formatting errors have been fixed throughout the documentary and combatant section in the Crypt. And then you get to the small stuff, additional localization improvements throughout the collection, and miscellaneous bug fixes. I'm having a blast with the lobbies. Again, my biggest hope is that we can get crossplay. Now, just some quick footage from the live stream, and I want to share with you guys, and I'll leave that comment down below. For those of you interested, if you do want to join the lobby beta, then I can go ahead and drop those details down below so you can see it in the comment. I know what you're thinking, this is a lot of Scotties. I just want to share real quick, I did update my profile picture recently, so Chibi Scotty is now my profile picture. Some people were asking where my dragon logo was, and I do drink a lot of Red Bull, and I like this emoji, so let me know if you want me to keep it or use the dragon. So this definitely looks like a win for those on the offline side and the online side. Truly, I'm having a lot of fun, and I think this is going to be amazing if we get crossplay. It's already awesome with this feature here. I think it's great. In the meantime, if you're a Steam player and you need someone to play matches with, my lobby's going to be open for players that want to have a good time and play friendly fights. I couldn't stop tonight. I had the longest stream that I've ever had since I've started my channel. It's 8 hours long. This feature's so much better than having to use remote play or try to rely on quick match to snipe into each other's fights. I really don't care about hearing the arguments right now. Well, this should have been here on day one, or yeah, of course, these things should have been here sooner, but it's here now, so I'm gonna enjoy it. It's been really cool, man. And I want to give a shout out to the Frost Man for jumping into the stream and answering questions. I'm here for this game doing amazing all the way around. I am cheering it on. I want to see it kick ass. It's definitely had its ups and downs since it started. It did have a rough start, and it's nice to see that it's making some really good progress. Now, I do want to sum up my experience during this beta in this 8-hour span that I just live streamed. I want to say I had about 3 to 4 crashes while playing this. There was a few hiccups where the game would pause for about 2 to 3 seconds, but I would say this happened literally less than a handful of times, and the majority of the stream was back-to-back-to-back matches. Again, it's beta. I would rather them see these issues now and get them fixed up, so when they do patch it in, it's ready to go, at least for the most part. If there is some minor bugs, of course, that'll get fixed along the way. But even with what we could experience now, it wasn't bad. Yeah, we had a few times where, or at least I did, I had to boot the game back up a few times. Not everyone did that was in the same session. Some folks also had to as well. It really depends on you whether how much that bothers you or not. But for me, I feel like they're going to be aware of this and get that cleaned up as well. I've been waiting for this, man. I just dropped a video called Dry Spell and going over my thoughts on it, which are very honest thoughts. I do see some folks where they're locked into like a camp personality of where they need to hate the game or they have to defend it. Remember, nobody's forcing you to love this game and nobody's forcing you to hate it. There's still more things that need to be fixed, and with the things that we are getting, I am very happy we're getting. Hopefully some of these fixes can bring some of those Mortal Kombat fans that were really hoping for this game back, because there is understandable criticism in some of the comments left out there. And this patch is huge, and I look forward to see what we get next, especially as the patch rolls in with everything. I didn't think we'd be getting King of the Hill in this, yet we have it, so I'm really happy. Fingers crossed for crossplay. Guys, thanks for hanging out. I will see you all live, whether that be Saturday night or Monday. Like and subscribe to stay updated here, and I will see you all live and or in the next video. Much love, everyone, and take care.